Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. How are you? I can see we have a few people connected. Thank you so much for joining this yoga class, also on a Saturday morning. Thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alice, and I will be sharing my practice with you this morning. Let me see if I can. I'm not sure I can see the live chat now, but if you can try and just let me know if you can hear me, see me properly, just to make sure that we are good to go. And today's class is going to be in a young class. So we're going to work on strength, but also taking a focus inward. So try to really be connected with ourselves, with each movement, bring the awareness into the practice. So there will be some intensity, but it's very important. What distinguishes yoga from other, let's say, fitness or sport exercises is that we are learning actually through the practice to be conscious of our movements, be conscious of our bodies, of our mind, and that we're gonna work on that today. We will focus on three specific areas: lower back, hamstrings, and hips. So we're gonna go stretching and relaxing those areas, try to release some tension that we accumulate there, but also strengthen them. So as always, there is a playlist in the description of the video. So feel free to go and play it now if you like to have some nice background music, relaxing one during this practice. I'm still having issues with the live chat, so if you're writing something, I can read it, but I will read it after I will rewatch it just to read your comments. And we're gonna, I will say we can start. So if you are not familiar with my classes, I always invite you to have with you a support. Can be a yoga block, as in my case, or a pillow, a thick blanket, whatever, which is a little bit, thick, so that you can sit on it. And try to find alignment in your spine. So we're gonna sit with a crossed leg. We're gonna close our eyes. And if you hear a bell sound in the background, that's my cat, who has always decided to wake up at the beginning of each yoga session. So let's try to move away from any external sound. We're going to move away from whatever we have been doing this morning or not doing. I'm going to close our eyes if they're not closed yet. And take a moment here at the beginning of this practice to land on the mat, to start creating that connection with our body, our mind, we're going to use our breath as our natural tool to unite mind and body. To drive us into the present moment. So start driving your attention towards your breath without forcing it. Just observe for now your natural breath. In yoga, we try to inhale and exhale through the nose. So at each inhalation, observe the air entering through your nostrils, going down through your chest, filling your belly. Exhale. The air leaves your body through your nostril. Observe how the body feels a bit heavier, landing a bit more on the mat. So as I said, the breath is always there for you. So any point in time during the practice where you feel your mind starts wandering and you start thinking about what I'm going to do today, or, oh, this is too much, I can't, just use the breath, go back, maybe close your eyes, and let the breath help you to anchor you to the present moment and this present place. You can open your eyes now. I'm going to start creating mobility in our spine with some twists. So inhale, bring your arms all the way up, look up. Think about lengthening the spine here, keeping your navel in. Exhale, left hand on the left knee, right hand on the back. Take another inhale here to lengthen the spine. Exhale, gentle twist towards the right. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, change side. And again, take an inhalation to lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften and find more space into your twist. Inhale up, one more time, one more round. Feel free to go. And back to center. If you have a support, you can remove it. We're going to move into tabletop or all fours. So make sure that your hands are under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. Bring your navel in here. So let's keep a neutral spine, just the beginning. And take a few rounds of cat and cow. Again, working on flexibility and mobility of the spine. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Look slightly up. Avoid doing this with the neck. So we don't want to compress the cervical spine, the cervical vertebrae. Just look, gaze up. Exhale. We revert the movement. So curve the spine. Push the floor away with your hands and release. Let go the neck. Keep going. Again, this is one of the movements that I enjoy doing with my eyes closed, just because it helps me to really connect with the movement. And with the eyes closed, you feel free to add any additional movement that feels good in your body this morning. One more round of cat and cow. And we're gonna meet in the center. Make sure to have a neutral spine. Make sure your abs are active. So how do you do that? I just bring my navel in, navel towards the spine. Tuck the toes under. Keep the arms and the hands strong. So keep pushing with your hands and start lifting your knees just a few inches from the mat. So how do I protect my lower back in yoga, in any other sport? I need strength. I need to work on the core. So here we go. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, try to look towards the top of the mat. 3, 2, long neck, release. Take an inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale, lift your knees. Engage your core. Push with your hands. For 5, 4, 3, navel in. Exhale, you can open your knees as wide as the mat, toes touch, and find an extended child pose. Make sure you walk your hands towards as far as possible, and then release the forehead on the mat. Close your eyes. And this is your child pose. You can come back here at any time, at any point during the practice when you feel you need some rest. Connect with your breath. Take a moment here, since we didn't do it at the very beginning, to maybe set an intention for this practice today. And from child pose, we're gonna find our first down dog. So tuck the toes under, start lifting your hips up and then push them back. And feel free to readjust the down dog. Find the length of your own dog. Each down dog is like different. So walk your feet here, bring some movement in. We want to move the hips on one side, to stretch all the upper body and change side. I'm gonna keep the down dog for 2 rounds of breath. So find some stillness. Think about pushing with your hands. Fingers are spread wide. External rotation of your shoulders, and look towards your feet or your navel. And on the next inhale, look in between your hands and either walk, step, or jump towards the top of the mat. Feet together, bend your knees. Release the upper body completely. Take an inhalation here. Exhale, let go. We're gonna raise all the way up, vertebra by vertebra. And we come back to Samasthiti. The cat is very curious and is looking in the camera, so I hope you can still see me. You should be able to. We're gonna take a few rounds of sun salute. We take 3 rounds today of sun salute. If you are familiar with sun salute and it's in your practice, just go ahead, follow the rhythm of your breath, take all the chaturanga that you want and make it as intense as you need today. If you're not familiar with that, just follow me. So Samasthiti, mountain pose, relax the shoulders down. Legs are strong. Inhale, raise your arms out and up, palms touch, look up, slight bend on your back. Exhale, full forward, bend your knees. And on the mat, release the neck. Inhale, extend the legs. Halfway lift, hands on the mat or under your knees. Long spine here. Exhale, walk back, push back into a plank pose. Hold here for a second, so check the plank. Make sure you push with your heels. You're not here, so you're engaging your core, lifting your hips. Inhale, exhale, release the knees, and then chest and chin on the mat, keeping the elbows close to your body. Hi, Luco. Inhale. Shift forward, elbows close to the body, point the feet, press the feet on the mat. Inhale, cobra. The core is active to protect your lower spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're gonna take 3 deep breaths in this down dog. Again, feel free to go into child pose if this is too intense for you. Feel free to exhale through the mouth. It's really nice sometimes to just, sigh it out. Relax, inhale, exhale. And we look in between the hands, step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, find this long spine. So you want the shoulders far from your ears. Exhale, fall forward, feel free to bend slightly your knees. Inhale, raise all the way up, palms touch, look up, and we keep going. Exhale, fall forward, bend the knees, release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, back to plank. You can take the previous variation with the knees, chest, and chin on the mat, or full chaturanga. So shift forward, bend the elbows, half push up. Keep the knees up from the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, slight bend on the elbow, so don't lock the elbow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Treat the inhalation and treat the exhalation here. We're starting bringing movement in our body, warming up, hamstrings, the back, the spine. It's actually a full body right now. Flow we're going through. And on the next inhale, again, look in between your heart. Step, walk, or jump at the top of the mat. Inhale, full halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, full forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch, look up. Think about lengthening. And one more time, exhale, full forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank and your own variation, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. It's your practice, so it's your choice. Really feel what is good for your body today. And push back into downward facing dog. Take this as a moment to reconnect with your breath. Down dog is actually a resting pose as well as child pose. So if you're in autopilot, use this moment to come back to awareness, being present here. And on the next inhalation, step, walk, or jump at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. And this time, open slightly your feet, more or less hip distance apart, feet parallel, and use your index and middle finger to grab your toes. So inhale, think about lengthening the spine. And exhale, open your elbow on the side. Make sure the neck is relaxed. And here, you can have, if you have an extreme, like good flexibility on the spine, on the hamstring, you might just, keep the leg extended and just go and touch with your chest, your thighs. If not, bring that bend in the knees. Like a few weeks ago, I was working on this and I was really locking the leg. So try to extend it just because of ego, like I wanted to get there. And I had to just pause and not do yoga for a few days because it was painful afterwards. So use the support of your legs here. You're gonna hold in Uttanasana a bit longer. So find your variation, find some comfort in this pose, and try to keep it still. Maybe close your eyes. At each inhalation, think about, again, lengthening a bit more the spine. At each exhalation, soften. This is a great pose for hamstring to increase flexibility. Something we can really do every day for a few minutes. You will notice the difference then in your body. Last round of breath. Slowly release. If you're grabbing your toes, you can bring the feet together. Bend your knees, inhale, raise all the way up. Palms touch, look up, while lengthen your exhale, fall forward. Bend your knees, release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the right foot. You can stay in high lunge, again, if you want more intensity today or just feel working a bit more also on the leg, or just release the neck on the mat, the right knee, on the mat. Inhale, find your low lunge. And here what we tend to do is this. So we just, going and collapse in front. And this, we're not really working. So what we can do, we can just press with the hands on the left knee, pull the knee away, making sure that the knee is on top of the ankle or a little bit behind, and bring the navel in. Now you feel the stretch on the right leg, on the right psoas muscle, iliopsoas, and stretch here. You can keep the hands on the left knee, or inhale, lift your arms. Again, inhale, think about lifting. Exhale, soften, and maybe go a bit deeper in the stretch. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go a bit deeper. And we're gonna bring the hands on the mat and start lengthening the front leg. So try to keep the right knee below the right hip. Point your foot, flex the foot, point your toes. Inhale again, lengthen here. Try to find and stay here. Feel the spine. Exhale, let the upper body fall forward, and here you should feel the stretch in your thigh. And again, if you feel pain, we don't want pain here on the knee or below, just bend slightly the leg. Breathe here. Again, work on the hamstrings, creating flexibility in the body. And slowly you go back to center. I should start from the other leg, but that's fine. From here, we're gonna turn. Again, if you're in high lunge, go straight into warrior two. If you're here, just bring your right leg, staying on the knee, towards the right. So looking from the back. We are here, and find your warrior two pose. So it's the same, just on the knee. Keep bending the front knee, making sure the knee doesn't pass the ankle. Release the shoulders, look towards the left hand. Inhale, reverse the warrior, bringing the right hand on the mat, and then creating a diagonal line with your left hand. And inhale back to center. And we're going back with the hands on the mat. Lift your right knee. Step front with your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, raise all the way up, palms touch. Look up. Lengthen your spine here. Exhale, fall forward. Bend your knees. Release your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the left foot now, and again, feel free to stay in high lunge or find your low lunge on the left side. And here again, if we are here, hands on the right knee, and here you feel it. Maybe bring the navel a bit inward towards the spine, and we're gonna stretch the left side, the left leg, psoas muscle on the left leg. You can lift your arms up. Try to keep the shoulder relaxed. You can gaze in front of you towards the horizon, or maybe look slightly up. Again, without, compressing too much the neck. Breathe here. On the next exhalation, release the hands on the mat. You're gonna stretch the right hamstrings. Again, just check where is your left knee. Should be below your left hip. Extend the right leg, flex the foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly pull forward. Feel that stretch in your right hamstring, relax. Try to breathe into that stretch. When we are in this type of poses, which are quite intense, usually we start tensing the face muscles. So maybe smile here. Try to soften unnecessary tension. Exhale, back to a low lunge. And we open to warrior two. So we're gonna bring the left leg in. Find your alignment here. I look towards the right hand. You can go to, if you were in high lunge, just go to your warrior two, the standard one. Inhale. And your reverse warrior variation here. Think about lengthening all the right side of your body. Exhale, back to center. Hands on the mat, lift your left knee, inhale, step forward. Find a long spine here. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale is all the way up. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, fall forward. So let's try to use this flow as a way to meditate as well. Inhale, halfway lift. That's what really yoga is. It's also meditation from here. Either down dog or take a vinyasa. So go to your variation of either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. We meet in down dog. I'm going to take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And here you can just go and find a seated position, so you can just release the knees and sit on your heels. Or you can maybe jump into a cross leg sit position. We're gonna sit for a moment, keeping our feet open a bit larger than our hips. So let's say more or less mat distance apart. Stay here and feel. I want to bring your awareness on your spine. So maybe you can place the hands on your knees for a moment. Think about lengthening the spine. And breathing here. In this length you're creating. Then bring your hands below your knees. Maybe the feet come a bit closer to each other. And start bringing your chest towards your thighs, but keeping that length. So really think about pushing towards basically the ceiling, really, while you move forward. You can stay here, or you can try to release the head. So soften the neck. Close your eyes just for a moment. Feel your heart beating. Can you slow down your breath a little bit? And then slowly come up. We're gonna bring the feet close to each other and also try to bring the legs closer to your chest. And then you can, again, place the hands under your knees and start lifting your legs. So we're going to Navasana, boat pose. So activate the core here, bring your navel in. Several variations of Savasana. Make sure that the legs push towards each other. You can stay here. You can bring your arms up. You can go in a full. So Navasana is literally up to you. Like this is probably the most intense. If you are in this variation, make sure that your feet are not here. Your feet are in line with your eyes. But you can maybe take it easy. You're working here. So sometimes there is no need to push too much. You can release now. Exhale. Press your legs, hands on the side of your glutes. Lift your glutes up. Exhale back. We're going in Navasana one more time. So again, find your own variation. Make sure your chest is open so we are not curving the spine here. Think about opening the chest, bringing the navel in. A wheel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You can cross the leg, lift your hips, your glutes, and sit down. I know I said one more time, but actually we should do it 3 times. This is really good for your core. So again, last time, inhale, lift the legs, find your boat pose. Try to smile here. Again, another pose where we try to be extremely tense in the face. Breathe. Exhale, release, cross the legs, lift your hips, and sit down. We are gonna bring, let's start with the right. Right leg is extended. So we bend the left knee. Try to bring the feet as close as possible to your glute. Between the feet and the right thigh, there is like a fist, let's say, distance apart. We're gonna hug the left leg, place the left hand on the back. And here, I don't want you to twist completely immediately. Go up first. So think about lengthening the spine. And you can just look, towards the right of the mat. So just stay as you are. See how it feels. If you manage to keep this lengthening, maybe you can just walk your hands a little bit and then twist more. But again, here, we're already twisting. We're already working on the spinal twist. So it might be enough for you. Make sure the right foot is flat. So the right leg is active. Slowly back to center. Gonna bring the left foot to touch the right thigh. So here for a second, again, make sure the spine is long, but think about opening. So pushing with your thighs down towards the left thigh, down towards the mat. So we activate the quad. The aperture here, the opening here comes not from the knee, it comes from the hip. So we're working on the hip. Stay here for a moment. Again, find length in the spine. Then bring the right hand on the back. Inhale, lift the left hand, arm up. And here we're trying to grab either the outer edge of the right foot, so again, sort of counter twist, or if you don't get the foot, it's totally fine. You can place your hand on your shin or on your thigh. Just think about twisting here. Try to keep the right leg extended, but again, if you feel pain, just slight bend on the right knee. Take a few rounds of breath here. Each inhalation, feel the stretch. Each exhalation, let go of any tension, soften in the pose. And slowly back to center. This time we're going to fall forward on the right leg. So it helps to just lift your arms up, just to make sure that you have that lengthening in the spine. And then you can go straight towards your foot, or you can start just walking your hands, maybe on the mat, on the leg, just see where you arrive. And wherever you arrive, when you feel like this is enough, stop there and hold it. But making sure that your neck is relaxed. Or maybe you can bring your nose to touch your knee. Again, using your breath to go deeper into this pose. And slowly we go back up. I'm gonna change leg. Feel free to just move your leg towards the chest, between the feet. Just make a fist with your hand, place it. That's the distance in between your left thigh and your right foot. And then hug your right leg with your left hand. Inhale. Use the right hand to help you as a lever, like push you up a little bit. So land in the spine, lift up, and exhale, twist. And again, you don't have to, twist. Sometimes you want to twist, so we just move completely. Make sure the glutes are on the mat. You can stay here. That's already fine. You work on your twist. Exhale, back to center. Right foot placed against the left thigh. Again, try to bring the left thigh without touching the right thigh towards the mat. So engage the quad, work with your hips. Keeping the spine long. This time it's like the left hand on the back. Lift the right arm up. Lengthen here and find your variation. So hands either on the thigh, chin, or maybe you grab the left side of your foot. And you can use that back hand to try to find that long spine. One sort of tip that one yoga teacher during my training gave me is like, when you're in that stretch, think about doing this. So this is the tail movement that you want. And that's where you actually find the stretch is happening in the right way. So do that movement now, or try to here, and then release. Hold here for one more breath. And exhale, roll back. We're going to pull forward on the left leg. So again, think about lengthening the spine. And then find your own variation. And in these poses, usually realize the imbalance that is present in our bodies. There is always one side of the body that is more flexible than the other. So don't take it as a reason of frustration, being like, oh God, I cannot go there. Take it as, oh, I learned something about me, you know? Now I know that, in my case, the left side is definitely not as flexible as the right one. And once you accept that, you also learn how to work better during your practice. And back to center. Again, feel free to open your feet and just sort of wobbling, like moving the knees from one side to the other. Slow movement. We're going full Paschimottanasana, so there are again several variations. This is similar to the Uttanasana pose that we did standing, but it's obviously we're sitting now in this version. Full pose is with the leg extended. We want to bring the chest, the upper body on the legs. So think about a sandwich type of, just to visualize it better. But this pose is extremely intense and more difficult and more challenging than what it looks like. So if you want to bend your knees, I actually invite you to do so. So you can bend your knees and start working on just bringing the upper body, the chest, towards the thighs. Once you're there, you can stay there and release the neck. You can grab your feet and maybe try to release the head on your legs. This is an amazing pose. And again, you can try to extend the legs slowly, but don't overdo here to avoid that hyperextension that will cause you like pain later on. So find some comfort, find your own variation. And I want you to keep the feet active. So again, this is the yin yang pose. But try to release and relax the upper body. Breathe in your back. Use the exhalation, maybe start deepening each exhalation. Using the exhalation to soften in the pose, to ease the intensity of the pose. I'm gonna hold it for a few more rounds of breath. I'm gonna stop talking here, so let's just use the silence to listen to our breath in this pose. And then slowly raise all the way up. We're gonna move. We're gonna do one more time before laying on our back. Bring the feet hip distance apart, certain distance between the feet and the hip. Bring the hands behind you with the fingertips facing towards your body. We're going into a reverse tabletop pose. So on the inhale, lift your hip. You can keep your head up, so looking forward. Or if it's comfortable for your neck, you can release your head down. So here, use the feet, the hands to support you. Push with the feet down in the mat. Push your hips up, navel in. Exhale, back to seated. And now we can make our way towards, we're gonna lay down basically on the mat. I don't know what I was trying to say, but so we lay down here. Feet hip distance apart for a second. I want you to feel and be aware of the connection of your spine with all the lower back, so the lumbar spine on the mat. So bringing your navel in will help to connect the lumbar on the spine, on the mat. And feel this sense of grounding that comes from this connection. Now we're going to bring the right leg on top of the left one. You can open the arms on the side, hands in line with our shoulders, palm facing down. Before letting the knees fall towards the floor, just move your hip a little bit towards the right. And now let the knees fall, making sure the shoulders, both shoulders, well, the right one, stays on the mat. You can gaze towards the ceiling, or you can shift your gaze towards the right. Feel the stretch of these trees in your body. Maybe close your eyes. I'm going to release here any tension left on our spine. And slowly go back to center. We're going to change legs, so we bring the left leg on top of the right one. You can think to just end the flow as, just try to go as low as possible. So very slowly move your hips toward the left. Let your knees fall towards the right, keeping your shoulders on the mat. Maybe you want to shift your gaze towards the left. If you want to intensify this stretch, you can bring the knees closer to your chest. But again, that right shoulders is in a way active, so you push towards the mat. Gently. Close your eyes. Breathe on the side of your upper body. Inhale, feel the stretch. Exhale, can you soften a bit more? And inhale back to center. Gonna release cross leg. Hug your knees towards the chest. And slowly start moving side to side. Thinking about massaging your spine. Maybe you want to move your knees a bit forward so you can massage the lumbar spine. Making circles with your knees. We change direction of the circles. And feet on the mat. We're gonna keep the knees up. And we're gonna find our happy baby. So If you're not familiar with the pose, if you know Happy Baby, go for it. If you're not familiar, open your knees, and we're gonna place the arms inside the legs and try to grab the outer edge of your feet. Now, first of all, before going Happy Baby, think about bringing your shoulders down, your tailbone down towards the mat, and maybe bringing the feet a bit closer towards the body. And trying to keep the spine long as it is, the shoulders we open here, and think about having the ankles on top of your knees. The feet are active, feet in planks. I push, sort of a counter movement. So I push with the heels towards the ceiling, but I pull the legs down with my hands, as if I wanted to touch the floor with my knees. You can stay in static, Happy Baby, or again, you can bring that movement, massaging your spine with control. So, as always, conscious movements. And then slowly you can release the legs down, hug your knees. Feel free to do any movement that if it feels good now for your body. If there is in your practice some final asanas that you would like to add in, if you want to go in shoulder stand or in a plow pose, just take this moment to go for it. If not, at your own pace, find your way into the final relaxation pose. We're going to stay a bit longer there today. So let your legs fold, extend your legs, open the legs as wide as the mat. Let the feet fall on the side. Bring your shoulder blade closer to each other, and then release the upper body, the shoulders. Open your arms with the hands and the palms facing towards the ceiling. We want to bring the chin a little bit towards the chest, just to ensure that your neck is long. And if you haven't done it yet, close your eyes. Feel the effects of the practice on your body. Observe how your hamstrings feel, your hips. How does your lower back feel? With the focus on your breath, use each exhalation to relax a bit more. Soften a bit more. Allow yourself in Savasana to just do nothing. Allow yourself to not having control and to just let go. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. A few minutes left, so we're gonna start also moving feet, fingertips, toes. Start bringing movement back in your body. Start bringing awareness back towards the external world that surrounds you. Try to keep your eyes closed. Inhale, bring your arms above your head. Give yourself a big stretch. So, see, this is what happens usually when you yawn here. The body is waking up again. Exhale, bend slowly your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Start moving right and left. Let yourself fall on the right side, sort of fetus position, using your right arm as a pillow. Pause here for a second before finding your way into a seated position. Trying to keep your eyes closed. We're going towards the closure of this practice. Find a comfortable sit position. So release your hands on the knees. Feel the land in your spine. Release the shoulders. I'm going to take a few rounds of balancing breath. So take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. You can bring your hands together in prayer in front of your heart center. Bow a little bit. So bring your chin towards your chest. Bow yourself. Gratitude for taking the time for this practice this morning. And as always, thank you so much for joining this practice, to sharing your practice with me, and for letting me guide you in this yoga flow. Namaste. Okay. We've done it. I can still not, for some reason, read. Oh no, now I can read you. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I see your messages now. Thank you, Chris. I hope this was intense enough. I hope you enjoyed the class, and hope you feel a little bit more relaxed, hopefully more stretch, more long. And yeah, next week class, I don't have a schedule yet, but I'll probably share, I'll definitely share it in, have a great day, Hannah. Share it in my Facebook and Instagram page. So keep an eye on it. Feel free, as always, to, if you have questions, to just comment in the comments below. And what else? Like, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can also subscribe, and in this way you will see and you receive a notification in your YouTube for the upcoming classes or upcoming videos. I'm doing a few recording these days just to, you know, keeping myself busy during lockdown. Actually, if there is anything that you would like to see, as how to do a specific asana, or if you would like me to show, like, prepare flow on certain part of our body, just let me know. Maybe comment in these videos so that you might give me some inspiration. And what a cute kitty. Yes, you probably saw my cat today. So he's Lupo, and he loves to wake up during my yoga classes. Well, that's a perfect way to start the day. Yeisa, thank you so much for joining. Yeisa is one of the loyal ones. Thank you, everyone. I wish you a fabulous Saturday and a great weekend, and hope to see you again in one of the classes.